Welcome to Troopers Travels. I'm out and about again today, day off, so I'm going to try and visit two places today, so all will be revealed shortly. I'm currently on an old railway track. Well, it's actually called the Greenway, I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to about a mile and a half, and then I will reveal what I'm doing today. I want to visit one place up here first and then come back, so see how we go with it. Okay, see you in a bit, bye. As you can see, it's a lovely summer day. I normally get rain, but today I've dropped on. So basically this is an old railway line. I'll tell you where I'm heading towards Clowne. Big shout out to Wobbly Runner. He basically, I saw one of his videos, to be fair, and I thought, well, I'll come out and have a look at this for myself, to be fair. But let's look at the sign. So this is the Clowne Greenway. Cresswell's 2 miles that way and Clowne is half a mile that way. So, but I will check that linear park out shortly. I'm just going to carry on further on. So just coming up to the first location we'll come to visit first of all. And obviously linear park's down there. This is the there's actually two lines what we're on in Clowne. So I've given you answer now where I am. I'm at Clowne. So we'll have a quick nosy around. I want to look at that linear park on way back, and then to my second location. But I want a cup of tea and all while I'm here in town centre. So let's have a look. So you've got a coal tub here. It's some type of more cherished memories of Joy Smith, Irving Robinson, Arthur Heap, Frank Ellen, Mary also members of the Clowne Local History Society. That's nice, isn't it? And this is the Clowne and Balborough station. Notice there's no E on the Clowne there. I'll explain that afterwards. Looks like a bit of old rail still there. That's quite fetching. Very picturesque this. So this has been the platform. Some information boards here for you. And obviously this was the Midland Railway line. Later Midland Railway in London, Midland Scottish Railway, Clowne branch. And then if you go a bit further down, old signal there. So it's the Clowne and Balborough with an E, Clowne with an E. That's town centre up there, that's where it cup of tea is. Right, we'll give you a bit more information. So let's start information about what railway station this were. So welcome to what's left of the former Clowne and Balborough railway station in Clowne. It's north east of Chesterfield. It was a single track, and it obviously it had one platform, which is what we're looking at now. It was opened by Midland Railway 1st November 1888 and offered as Clowne without the E. So that's the Clowne there, what we explained. So that would have been your platform. It was renamed Clowne without the sorry, it was renamed Clowne and Balborough 4th of July 1938, and then renamed Clowne with the Clowne and Balborough 18th of June 1951. The 5th of July 1954 passenger services were withdrawn. On July 1960 the goods services were withdrawn, and the last journey or the 11th of August 1962, the final service to Blackpool. You've got like an East Midland thing there, and obviously some rail there. So they've kept some of it, haven't they? Some rail line what were here originally. Obviously this is the old trackway. It's now the Greenway with Clowne South Station on the other side, visible to the side, which I'm going to show you, and the Clowne Bowlborough one here, and this run between Staveley and Cresswell. But we'll have a look at that one. I'm going to get a cup of tea and I'll do the linear park and we'll have a look at that one. This would have been the Clowne South Railway line, and so that tunnel would have been the station. That would have been the ticket office there. Possibly this might have been the platform actually. But that's the walkway what fetch you down to the side. They're doing a lot of work in there. There's a video on Wobbly Runner's channel. Basically we went down, they were speaking to them and looking at these. It looks like they put some track down there and all. And no sign on there unfortunately. Two lines side by side. About 30 yards between them. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that little excursion. It's only a small than this. I'll be doing Linear Park next, and then I'll go to my second location. But I thought to myself, while I'm here, I might as well do this. But it's quite a bit of history about this place, isn't there? And I just thought you've enjoyed it really. Right, I'll speak to you in a bit. Bye. Right, let's look at this information board. So as you can see, we've got concrete sleepers. What they've claimed back and use it as a signpost. And the actual rail clip is 1951. I don't know if you can see that. And this is your railway history. They had elephants a lot. Look at this. That's the station I've just come from. That's the sidings. We will look at them shortly. And that's the other train station, the booking centre. We'll look at that, get more information about that afterwards. Right, well, I don't know if there's any particular order we're going to go in here, but this is number one. So this is the former railway goods yard. The line and all goods were bought by Bolsover District Council and made part of Linear Park. The goods port was taken over by Clowne College as Core Park, and later Chesterfield College sold it off, presenting housing development, which would be that one down there, these new houses. Okay, so there was two stations in Clowne. We've talked about these before. There were the two separate companies, the Midland Railway line, which I looked at with the station with the platform, and the Lancashire, Derbyshire and East Coast Railway, 1897. Goods yards were on this side. The North line closed in 1954, still running colliery freight in the 1980s, and the South line in 1939. Excursions ran until 1962, which I think I've already come up. Well, I don't think I've already mentioned that previously. So right, so that's what would have been the goods yard, I think. So I'll look at that. So we'll carry on going best we can and see which ones we're going to miss and which ones we can't miss, because I'll all get lost. But and obviously we're 2.5 miles going that way back to Cresswell, so I'm just going to have a quick nosy around here to see what we can do. There's a lot of people about, to be fair. It must be a popular thing this, but we'll have a look round and try and get a bit more information. Great for if you've got a bike, cycle bike. It's about 5 mile stretch I think, but we'll have a look further down here. So So the old rectory garden, this is the number 2 sign. It says this was the rectory garden of the St John's Church, off a mile to the east, and held annual garden parties along with the crag area along shown on the picture, which is that one there. Them kids playing on swings and things. A church barn was beyond the rectory and the old cottage site now housing until it was demolished in 1960. The rectory lake pond is fed by a spring, and neither of the streams that flow past it. There's sometimes kingfishers here, what's basically visiting quite frequent, sticklebacks and things like that in there. But nice. And there's lots of squirrels as well. But yeah, it's quite picturesque, isn't it? Right, we'll go to the next one. So that's number 2. So we'll go to the number 3. I found number 3, so they are working in succession. So this was the site of the old signal box which were here, and it was on the old Lancashire, Derbyshire and East Coast line, and controlled both lines to the colliery sidings, which were to the right, which was Southgate Colliery, and was closed in 1929 into the goods yard at the back of the rectory. That's down there, which we just mentioned. According to form, the cables what ran from the signal box ran 3/4 of a mile and were pulled by hand levers until the later were all electrified. So when they had electricity, that's what they used. 3/4 of a mile. And that's the signal box, which is no longer here. And to right with the colliery. Alright, we'll see if we can get us right directions. It's a nice little stretch, this, to be fair. Lots of wildlife as well, and it's nice and peaceful. It's away from all hustle bustle. Just thought I'd throw this one as an extra one in for people if they want to be interested. I don't know what everyone here likes all this stuff. But yeah, it's very picturesque. It's a new word, that, picturesque. Another sign coming up here, we'll see what this one is when we get to it. This says wildflower meadow and valuable habitat, but according to this, 5 and 6 were the railway sidings, which would have had wagons full of coal stored for awaiting transportation. Obviously the engines struggled to pull the full loads due to the incline, so the Clowne Greenway needed a banker engine at the back to stop its wheels from spinning and getting nowhere. However, the LDECR line, which we're on now, didn't need this. So, well, that's 5. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 5. I wonder if there's anything down here. Possibly not. It's like a meadow, isn't it? But we'll just carry on going. There must be some more stuff down here, some more signs. I possibly got mixed up with it. This says wildflower meadow and valuable habitat, but according to this, 5 and 6 were the railway sidings, which would have had wagons full of coal stored for awaiting transportation. Obviously the engines struggled to pull the full loads due to the incline, so the Clowne Greenway needed a banker engine at the back to stop its wheels from spinning and getting nowhere. However, the LDECR line, which we're on now, didn't need this. So, well, that's 5. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 5. I wonder if there's anything down here. Possibly not. It's like a meadow, isn't it? But we'll just carry on going. There must be some more stuff down here, some more signs. I possibly got mixed up with it. Right, another one here. Let's see what this is. It splits off. There's actually 3 actually. So this is the linear pathway. Obviously there's lots of wildflowers and the previously railway sidings. Obviously this is the one I've just mentioned about the coal, when they use an engine to push it from the back so that it won't spin in. So this is like the sidings where it were all stored. So that information was probably a bit wrong, but like I say, that's what I've just mentioned. See what this one is down here, and there's another one on that side. Oh yeah, so Clowne St John the Baptist Church, which is over there. Clowne St John dates back from the 12th century during the reign of Stephen, 1135 to 1154, and is unusual in being outside the centre of the village. No church is mentioned in the Domesday Book in 1086. In the second half of the 12th century, Henry II confirmed the gift made to Worksop Priory for the church and All Saints at Clowne, and the rite was at the church made by Robert de Mailly, son of Gilbert de Mailly. I can't even pronounce these names. In 1291, the prior at Worksop deprived at £2 a year. The church was worth 10 marks, and a portion due to Worksop was 3 marks. This ended with the dissolution in 1535, Henry VIII again, and the name changed to St John the Baptist in the early 1800s. So that's the church. I wish I could have seen that, to be fair. But I ain't got time. I've got to get tracked. I've got 2.5 miles to travel here. So this is the lizard meadow. Common lizards. They'll be newts then, won't they? You don't really see them now, do you? But where would they be? I don't think there's any here. It's not damp enough, to be fair. And there's some bat boxes and all installed somewhere amongst here. Oh, that's the bat boxes there. Well, I don't know which way to go, left or right. Which way do I go, left or right? That's a good question. I'll go left because I think we're on the right track. And I think I've gone the wrong way. I can't remember walking through this when it's on the bottom road. I need to be on the other side, I think, and re-loop round. What a wally. Anyway, back on Greenway now. I've missed a sign, but I couldn't find it. I don't want to be getting lost. I've got another couple of miles to walk yet, so I hope that linear path were a bit interesting for people, because it just says a bit of history about railway, what used to run through here. 2 lines, obviously Midland Railway on this one, and the other one, the Lancashire and Derbyshire one on the side, Clowne South. I'll get confused with lines. But right, well, have a walk down to Cresswell now. I'm not getting a bus, I'm going to walk it. I've got too many layers on, it's got too warm, but hope you've enjoyed that little excursion. It's just a side track, I think, to be fair, but it was different anyway. But I'll set her off for now, and I'll speak to you in next location. Bye.